The next person I have got a great privilege to, and this is the last person I've got a great privilege to introduce, is Jackie Head. She has worked tirelessly, often having to work virtually throughout the pandemic as a member of the BAAN Coordinating Group, and then as a member of the Core Inquiry Group. She is known for her attention to data analysis. With her keen eye for detail, we were able to report to each and every councillor and MP in North Somerset exactly what the majority was against the airport's plans in their patch. BAAN found there's nothing more powerful to gain politicians' attention than their own survival. She is known as BAAN's Stats Queen. It is lovely to see her here in the flesh today. Please welcome Jackie to the stage.
Well, thank you for coming today, and it's really great to be the last speaker after such a lot of inspiring speakers. And the thing that it reminds me is that we are a movement. We're not one voice, but we're a myriad of voices all saying the same thing. And that is that we do not want the airport to expand. And now what we're saying is we want that decision overturned. I'm really proud to be part of this movement, and I'm here to talk to you about the things that you can do next. Because a lot of people, I put it up on Facebook, and a lot of people said, yeah, but what's the point? You know, isn't it all decided? So there is a point to carrying on, and I want to tell you some of the things you can do. But first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about my experience of campaigning with BAAN. So I live in the Chew Valley. I'm about 20 minutes away from the airport, and they do fly straight over my house. But I have a very privileged life. I'm a white, cis, middle-class woman. I live in my own house in the country. I have a family. I have my own home. I'm incredibly privileged, and I want to use that privilege in order to fight back. And I'm really conscious of the fact that not everybody has that privilege, and not everybody can spend time and energy on this. But if you're like me, if your life is privileged, use it. Up until a few years ago, I was able-bodied in full-time employment, had a very active social life, and then I became ill with lupus and other things, and this leaves me managing chronic illness. I'm an ambulant wheelchair user, as you can see, and I also have to spend half of my daytime life resting. So you might think somebody in that sort of situation, well, they can't do much, can they? I would say that it was my deep contact with nature that got me through this traumatic change in life. But through this deep contact, I also discovered the trauma that nature is suffering. I felt impotent about my life, and I felt impotent in the face of the climate and nature emergency. But campaigning has given me strength and purpose. And campaigning has helped me manage my feelings of grief and despair that I can sometimes have. Campaigning is good for your health. The other reason I want to tell you all about that, about myself, is really to say anyone and everyone is welcome in this campaign. And anyone and everyone can do something. You have some strengths. You may not even think you have strengths, but you do. And as Tricia said, a lot of my involvement has been virtual, making banners whilst shielded into a single room. It's amazing what you can do when you have a purpose, a sense of purpose. And that's what BAAN can give you, and connection with BAAN can give you. So I really want to encourage you, if you're not already, to really come on board, be part of this BAAN family. So there are 5 things that you can do. This fight is not over. The first thing is you can sign a petition. Over in the gazebo over there's a petition. If you haven't signed it already, it's being sent to Michael Gove. After today, it will be also available online. Sign the petition. Let's get him to quash this decision. The second thing that you can do is you can badger your MP. Now, I say that as somebody whose MP is Jacob Rees-Mogg. Now, Jacob Rees-Mogg, when he was elected, I did begin a small society, which was the Badger and Keep Busy Jacob Rees-Mogg. So he knows me. I've written to him a few times. However, my experience is that a lot of people with maybe, your MP, whoever your MP is, they think, well, what's the point? They support the airport expansion. What is the point? So here's what we want you to do, even if you're in Jacob Rees-Mogg's constituency. We want you to write to your MP. We want you to ask for a national conversation about airport expansion. We want you to ask for this decision to be reversed. And we want you to copy us in. We want to know exactly how many letters Jacob Rees-Mogg gets, so that we can make use of that. Because an MP has to represent their constituency, and we don't believe that they're doing it yet. Thirdly, if we do go to the High Court, we are going to need a shed load of money. So we need you to fund this campaign. And if we do go ahead that way, then a crowdfunder will emerge in the next month. Fourthly, we want you to keep in touch. And over in the gazebo, there's a little slip that you can fill in, giving your name and your email and your phone number, so we can get in touch with you and say, right, this is what we're doing today, come and join us. We're going to do a Twitter storm. We're really confident about this. We're going to trend on Twitter. There'll be a particular day, a particular time. You need to know when that is. So give us your contact details. And the fifth one really is about amplifying this campaign. Let people know in whatever way is natural for you to let people know. Maybe you're a member of the WI. Maybe you go, to the park runs. Maybe you are somebody who sits in the pub of an evening and talks to people. Maybe you're a lady who lunches. Whoever you are in society, whatever your thing is, amplify the message of this campaign. Let your people know about it and explain to them why it isn't over and how they can help. So, 5 messages. I want you to repeat them after me. Sign the petition. Sign the petition. Badger our MPs. Fund the High Court campaign. Join the movement. And amplify our message. Thank you.
So we've come to the end. The messages are clear. We are not giving up. And we're going to win. We're going to put pressure on Michael Gove. Write to him, write to him, write to him. So before we go, let's do one last roar. A message to the airport, a message to the government. We're going to fight on. We have not given up. So close your eyes, get in touch with your body, tap yourselves down, wriggle around, and make as much noise as you can to tell the Airport, we're not over!